up here and expand on that and his fight against Obamacare for us at the state Senate level.
Thank you very much. I'm State Senator Scott Rupp, and I just want to give you an update of where things stand. Because I don't think a lot of people realize what was being done behind the scenes to go against the will of over 70% of Missourians that said no to the federal health care bill, that said yes to Proposition C and the Health Care Freedom Act. Now, as a state senator that was able to pass that through the Senate and get it on the ballot, so I appreciate everybody working so hard to get 70% of Missourians to come and understand what actually is happening to our country and the threats to our liberties. So I was appointed to be a chair of an interim committee on health insurance exchanges. Health insurance exchanges are the framework. It is the constructing blocks to building up Obamacare in the states. So I did my duty, and we traveled around the state and we listened to people. It's kind of odd that elected people actually went out and wanted to hear from the taxpayers. And so we did a listening tour. We listened to people to come forth, tell us, do you like this? Don't you like this? What should we do as elected people? And listening to you. Well, we were in a meeting last October up in Jefferson City, and all of a sudden we get a word that across town there is a quasi-governmental group called the Missouri High Risk Pool having a meeting. And we got leaked to us their agenda. And on their agenda was the accepting of a $27 million federal grant under the direction of Governor Jay Nixon, who had appointed his director of insurance to start building the framework for Obamacare in Missouri. And the reason that they went this route is because they knew they couldn't go through the elected people because of the voice of the people. So they had to find a backroom deal on a quasi-governmental group that was meeting almost in secret, because we didn't even know about it until the 11th hour, to start building the framework of Obamacare in Missouri, going against the will of Missouri people. So what did we do? Well, obviously I had to sit back, and I was there. My job was to listen to the people. So I stayed and I continued to listen to the people that traveled to have their voices heard. But we were able to dispense 3 other state senators that were with me that day, who hightailed it across town and then confronted the executive director of this quasi-governmental group, and they were able to stop that vote from happening and stop Governor Nixon from building the framework for Obamacare here in Missouri. That is what happened. Couldn't stop there. Even though they gave us their word that they weren't going to do that, we are more of a show-me state. We want to trust but verify. So earlier we came back, the first bill that I got through my committee, I chair the Insurance and Small Business Committee, is we got through a bill that would bar Governor Nixon from building the framework for Obamacare via an executive order, because he tipped his hand and we saw what he was about to do, and we've already passed it through the Senate because we believe that belongs to the right of the people. And here in Missouri, the people have already spoken, and we're going to make sure that for this next year, we're definitely not going to be building the framework for Obamacare here in Missouri. Thank you very much.